Today we're rewiring the kill switch here. This is no good. At the advice of Mr. John Dobbs over at SPS North America, where I bought the kit, he looked at the video I did of the assembling of it. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and look at that, how I put the whole motor together, and you'll see how I put this whole thing together. It's a pretty cool build, but this is no good. I mean, this connector here is really meant for inside the house, you know, and that's all I had on hand. But he recommended that this just simply will not hold up over the long term, simply because of the vibration of the motor. And so he recommended that I rethink how I did this. So what I've decided to do is to go ahead and take that off, and I went to the auto parts store. If you go to the auto parts store, there's all kinds of connectors that you can find there. And what we have is some closed-in connectors, and we've got some terminal connectors. One of the things we're going to do is get this right here where the ground is. We're going to take that off and put one of these on, because I'm worried about that plastic there getting hot and melting and whatnot and catching fire. So we're going to put that on. This is great because it's weatherproof. It's heat shrink tubing there. That'll be great. And then we're going to replace this screw-on type thing with a close-in connector from the auto parts store. So basically what this would do is fit right straight down on top. Oh, dadgummit, it just came loose. And we just got all these wires bunched up here. You can make a different kind of harness so that you could do all kinds of things, but we're going to just crush that there and just take our crimps and crimp that down, and it'll serve the same purpose as this, and we have a lot better steel deal, because this could come loose. And the next thing is to take this thing off, so I got to go. That fell off, but it's okay. First thing we're going to do is fix this, lift that off, and we're going to get that out, right? So now we have the screw out here. Take that, round it off, and we're going to get one of our have a small crimp here, and use our cable cutters there. On here. Okay, and that's looking better and better. And we'll come here and see if we can't crimp it. Now this, they make some professional crimps that will are a lot easier to work than these. These are just some cheapies that I've had for years and years and years. But use whatever you have. See, that's on there securely. I'll get that end there. Very end. See if we can't get that. And that's fairly soft metal there. It's just nice to know. I'm doing this without a airbrush, so all I have is a stinking cigarette lighter. I mean, without a heat gun, is what I'm saying. That'll be all right. Oh, see? It draws right on up. Get the carbon off, just to get you some denatured alcohol like I'm always talking, and just wipe it and we'll be fine. Same way, same bit, you're just going to cram it in there. You're going to take your crimps and crimp it as much as you can. Just good hard crimp on there. Get it done. And that should do it. Yep. See if we can't get it in another spot, slightly forward or slightly aft. There we go. And there we have our crimp. And that's it. Again, these are simply from auto parts store. These are the ring terminals, 3/8 inch, 10-12 gauge caliber, whatever. Same thing here, closed in connectors. Closed in connectors for here, ring for to bolt onto here. Come on now, don't give me all this trouble. Yeah, okay, sometimes you just gotta get in there with it. You can just get it started. It'll be alright. There we go. We do in fact have it started. So now we can tighten it on down with ease. 9/16 or bolt. Get the other wrench here. 14mm I think works as well. You have to tighten these little. And that's it. Once we do this, we'll fire up the motor. Test the kill switch. And if you're doing this, you just as well test all your bolts here. Make sure that they're nice and tight, because you know everything's sort of bolted up. These bolts can come loose, so you just need to every now and again just come back through and just tighten everything, retighten everything. Just put a good, you know, extra quarter turn or something on it, because choke on, fuel on, kill switch on, motor on, top dead center. You have to fool around with the clutch, the choke there when it's first starting. You gotta tighten that thing up again. Alright, so if this all is rewired correctly, if we pull this, it should kill the motor. And there you go, it works. So there's a better wiring harness there for that. It's basically the same thing, I just use better components. And so we'll fire up again. She'll probably need more choke even. You get thrown from the boat, whoop, and there you go. So we're safe and good. So that's all I want to do. Again, secure the motor, off, close the carb, kill the fuel, make sure the motor's top dead center. And it makes, when it's hard to pull, it's top dead center, so everything's closed off. And the only thing that's open into the motor is this right here, which I really have got to figure out a way to cap that off. I could buy a breather kit, but I'm probably going to just take me some mosquito netting that I have just around the house and just tie it on there, just to prevent bugs from getting down in there. And the same thing for this. You get some mosquito netting, you already have the clamp here. Probably just get another little small clamp for there. And just a little mosquito netting. It'll still breathe plenty fine enough, but just you won't get any bugs and stuff in it. And there we go. So that's a better way to wire the harness. Now a better way still would be to get the actual removable connectors and stuff, but I don't want to fool with that. This works fine, and it's just better for vibration. When you go to the auto parts store to buy these things, it's far better for vibrations, because these motors vibrate something fierce. So just do that and you'll have a better, more secure kill switch than what I had rigged before.